Welcome to Simple Science at Home. I'm Miss Joanne from the Lucy Robbins Wells Library, and I'm here to do an experiment with you. It's the red cabbage pH indicator experiment. You will need some items, which I will list for you in a second, and you will need a grown-up's help. You're going to need clear soda in a cup, vinegar in a cup, lemon juice, and water, all in a cup. You will also need to put water in 3 cups. Add baking powder to 1. I used just a regular teaspoon, and I put 3 in, and I stirred it well. Baking soda, again, I used a regular teaspoon. I put 3 in, and I'm stirring it well. And then the last cup is sugar. For the sugar, I also put 3 teaspoons in, and I stirred it well. We're just gonna set these aside for a second. I labeled the cups. You can do so too, just so you know which one was which when you add the red cabbage juice in. So we're going to take the red cabbage and a very sharp knife. This is where you're going to need your parents' help, and you're going to cut it very, very carefully into 4 quarters. Once you have your cabbage cut into 4 quarters, make sure you take out the core. You can set 3 of the quarters aside, just in case you need a little extra. I cut 2 of my quarters because I wanted to show you, if you're going to pour boiling water in it, just cut it really small and just pour the boiling water in and let it sit for 20 minutes to a half an hour, stirring it and getting it nice and dark. If you have a blender, you can leave the pieces a little bit bigger if your blender can handle it. I might have to do mine a little bit at a time. You're going to put the cabbage in there, pour some water in. Make sure the lid is on nice and tight, and go ahead and chop. And I'm going to strain this one. Can you see that nice rich purple color? We're going to let that strain really well so we have enough for all the cups that we have. Okay. I have a little bit more in here. Let me pour that in. All right, so it looks like we have enough. If not, we certainly have plenty more cabbage. There we go. All righty, I'm gonna put these back out. Let me see. Clear soda, vinegar, lemon juice. I'm gonna stir the baking powder again. This is the sugar solution, the baking soda, just making sure they're well stirred, and water. Okay, now, the really cool part is once we add the cabbage, the pH balance in each of these will change the color of the cabbage and what you see. So let's start. You can start with anyone. Isn't that cool? Have fun doing this experiment with your family. Make sure you have a grown-up with you and enjoy some simple science at home. For our second experiment, we are going to do an osmosis experiment or absorption. We're going to see if the colors we have, and I'll show you the colors in a minute, will absorb into the leaves of either celery or lettuce. I'm going to do both just so you could see the difference. You don't have to do both, you could do one or the other. Alrighty, so again, we are going to need a supply list, which I will show. Okay, so first we want to start by cutting the end of the lettuce. We're going to set it aside the part that we don't need. Actually, we're going to set aside both. And we're going to do the same with the celery. Now I'm going to cut it up a little bit high because my glasses are short. I don't want it to be too heavy and knock the glasses over. And we're going to set that aside and the celery aside for just a second. Now, you're going to put water into each of your glasses, about half full, which I've already done. And then we're going to add the colors. We'll do green, and blue, yellow, red. Now we're going to mix some yellow and red to make what color? Orange, that's correct. And it's very hard to make purple, but we're going to give it a try. To make purple, you need some blue and some red. Okay, I got my spoon, and we're going to stir each color to make sure it's well mixed inside the glass. Make sure when you make orange, you put more yellow in it than red. The red looks pretty well mixed. Just gonna start just to make sure. And then the purple. Not really sure what's gonna happen with the purple because like I said, making purple with blue and red is very difficult, but we'll give it a try. So, alrighty, so we're gonna take some celery with the leaves on it, you need the leaves, and put one in each glass, along with one lettuce leaf if you did lettuce. If you only have to do the lettuce or the celery. And we're gonna put some in, one of each in each glass. Okay. There we go. And for this experiment, we have to wait about 24 hours. So you're going to set this aside and you're going to watch it over the course of the next day and see what happens. What should happen for osmosis is the celery and the lettuce leaf, they're drinking up the water the same way a flower would, or a plant outside, and it's soaking the water up through the stem, and it should change the color of the leaves. I'll see you in 24 hours, which is tomorrow, and we'll take a look.